All right, let's get into this. You want to see a case file? Here's the goddamn case file. Detective Allan versus the corporate shitlords at Brookfield. It's a fucking war, so listen up.
The date you need to remember is September 1st, 2025. That's D-Day. It's a full month after they told me to get the fuck out. And what have I heard from them? Jack shit. Absolute, deafening silence.
And that right there is the big fucking question, isn't it? I haven't given these pricks a dime in 3 months, and believe me, they're the type to slap an eviction notice on your door if you're a day late and $1 short. But my door? Spotless. So why the hell not? That's what we're here to figure out, so pay attention.
So here's the play-by-play of how we got here. Back in March, I started shorting them on the rent. By May, I just stopped paying altogether. Sent my last love letter to their blood-sucking lawyers on July 31st, laid it all out. And since then, not a peep. And that's how you get to a beautiful, silent standoff.
Okay, Section 1. This whole mess started with the goddamn air conditioners. And let me tell you, these things weren't just broken. No. This was a setup, a goddamn trap.
Let me ask you a question, a real simple one. What the fuck is going on when your AC unit is switched off at the breaker, mind you, but it's still sucking down insane amounts of power and just blowing hot air? This isn't a riddle. It's clue number 1 in a long line of corporate bullshit.
9. Get that number in your head. 9 amps. That's what one of my AC units was pulling while it was supposed to be completely dead. Their own damn technician saw it. This isn't just a glitch, people. It's a fucking fire hazard that they knew about and did nothing.
And this is how fucking deep the rabbit hole goes. These things weren't just broken air conditioners. No, they were secretly wired to become space heaters when you turn them off. Space heaters that I was paying for. Space heaters that could have burned this whole fucking building to the ground.
So let's look at the math, because the numbers don't lie. We're talking almost 3,000 kilowatt hours a month. Wasted. That's more energy that a normal house uses in 2.5 months. It's like I was running 2 space heaters 24/7 for their goddamn profit. And don't think I'm just making this up. I paid for an independent analysis, and this is what they said. Not a vampire drain, a massive energy hemorrhage. These assholes weren't just incompetent, they were knowingly running a disaster zone and making me pay for it. And every hemorrhage has a price. Over $700 a month. That's the extra cash they were squeezing out of me with their little fire trap appliances. That's not just an overcharge, that's straight up theft. You see, this isn't just me bitching about a high bill. This is about them breaking the goddamn law. It's called the warranty of habitability. It means your landlord has to give you a safe place to live, the bare fucking minimum. And they weren't just failing to meet it, they were taking a hot, steaming piss all over it. Now, Section 2, this is where we follow the fucking money. Because this whole thing goes way beyond a couple busted ACs. When you find one lie, you start pulling the thread, and the whole rotten fucking sweater starts to come apart. So Brookfield's first move was to play dumb. Oh, that's a Metergy issue. They're a totally separate company. Fucking bullshit. A 5-minute search shows you that Metergy, the utility company, and the Eugene, my building, are just 2 different heads on the same corporate monster, Brookfield. It's a classic shell game designed to fuck over tenants.
And here's the proof. In their own damn words. A collection notice from Metergy. How can a supposedly separate company threaten my lease? They can't. Unless, of course, they're not separate at all. This is them admitting they're in bed together to shake people down.
And boom, there it is. The smoking fucking gun. This is an email from their own billing manager. Read it. We are overbilling the units that are billable. It doesn't get any clearer than that, does it? It's a direct admission that the entire system is a goddamn scam. So you're probably wondering, why not just fix the damn problem? Well, here's your answer. $6.5 million. That's what it would cost them to fix the building's shitty, dangerous wiring. It's just cheaper for them to lie, ignore the problem, and hope we're all too stupid or too scared to do anything about it.
So at this point, I've got a mountain of evidence, hard proof. The next step wasn't just about what to do with it. It was about how to shove it so far up their corporate ass they'd have no choice but to choke on it.
And that brings us to game theory. Look, it's just a fancy way of saying you use your enemy's own shitty, greedy motivations against them. You figure out what they want, an easy win, a quick buck, and you deny them. It was time to stop playing defense and start playing their game, only way, way better.
So here's the battlefield. Look at the options. If I fold, they crush me. If I fight on some bullshit technicality, it just wastes time. The only move that scares the shit out of them is going right for the throat, fighting on the merits of the case with that warranty of habitability claim. It makes things expensive, ugly, and very, very public for them. It completely fucks up their math.
And that's exactly the playbook I ran. You don't walk into their house asking for scraps. You kick the goddamn door in. You tell them their offer is garbage, you lay out your case with cold hard facts, and you make it clear you're not there to be pushed around. You will not be railroaded.
And all of that brings us right back to today, back to the silence, and the real reason they're shitting their pants right now. This is my leverage. This is my arsenal. I've got every email, every photo, every goddamn report. I've got a tenant group over 200 strong, just itching for a class action lawsuit. I have a legal claim that could make all the rent they want disappear. I've got their own manager admitting they're criminals. And I've got this platform to tell the whole fucking world. So they have a choice: sue me and get publicly destroyed, or leave me the hell alone.
And what they did next tells you everything you need to know. They didn't sue me for the rent money. Think about that. Why not? Because they know it would open them up to all my evidence, and they'd lose. Instead, they filed a holdover case. They're not fighting for the money. They're just trying to get me out of the building before I burn their whole crooked empire down with the truth. Their silence isn't an accident. It's a retreat.
They thought I was just another number, another tenant they could bully and steamroll. Big mistake. So let me leave you with this. When you find yourself in a rigged game, you don't play by their shitty rules. You don't fold, you flip the whole damn table over. You already know my answer. What's yours?